Good evening and welcome to this week's vlog. So I decided to pick up the camera this Monday evening and I'm actually going to be filming throughout the week. I've got quite an interesting week coming up, so I was like, why not? Let's just go ahead and pick up the camera again. As you know, I haven't been vlogging for a while. Oh well, you might not know because you probably don't care. But I haven't been vlogging for a while just because I've been living my life, and when I'm living and it's busy, I'm not going to be filming and I just didn't feel like it. But yeah, I thought I would pick up this camera and film for the week. I'm so excited. I've got a few plans. Like one of them is also seeing Ricky Gervais live this Thursday, so I'm super excited for that. It is packed, like I've got things pretty much every day, so I thought, yeah, what a chance to film. Tonight I'm not doing anything, but I am gonna film a video and I'm gonna go to the bathroom right now and film my on-call video because I've got the time and I haven't filmed it, and it's been on my mind and on my list of things to film for a while now, so that's what I'm going to do tonight. So I'm just going to set up the camera right now, literally sat on the floor of the bathroom. I've got my script, and I always have a script for my videos because when you don't have a script, you're spending more time thinking about what you want to say, and then by the time it gets to editing, it takes twice as long. So to cut that process, I have like a rough bullet point of things that I want to say so that when it comes to filming, I'm just ready. And I try and read that like on the commute back home, so then by the time I'm home and ready to film, everything is just like in my head and I'm ready to film. So tonight's video, I'm gonna film a on-call video, and I'm just gonna talk you guys through my on-call queries that I got. And it's the third video that I'm doing, I think, on this, and people have, you know, messaged me and left comments to say that it's useful, so that's what I'm gonna do. Whenever I film, I always like to film in the bathroom because I just feel like it's a private space. It's not really personal, you can't really see where I'm living, hopefully. So that's the idea behind it, really. So I've just finished filming my on-call video and now I'm gonna go and get some food. Yesterday we cooked kimchi soup, which is my absolute favorite, and when you cook it, it's always better the next day. So I'm like really excited to eat that. So I'm probably gonna eat that, have a shower, chill and enjoy the evening because working full-time is hard. Like, I get why people who are a lot older are just done with it, because I've only done this for 2 years and 2 years already feels like a lifetime. So I think it's important just to be able to switch off in the evenings and not bring work home, which is what I've been trying to do. So just chopped up some of this for tomorrow's pasta, which is going to be lunch. And on here we have the kimchi stew, which I'm so excited for. Literally I've been thinking about this all day at work. I mean, it doesn't look very appetizing, but trust me, it tastes freaking great. And this is my mum's homemade kimchi as well. Yum yum yum. Good morning, everybody. It is a Tuesday morning. I've got my coffee. I'm just about to head out and go to work. I woke up quite early this morning and I just checked my phone, and I know I shouldn't have, but I'm so glad I did. Because basically, as soon as I saw my phone, I saw pictures of my sister's baby. She literally had it like 4 hours ago. And so we FaceTimed for a bit. And it was just so nice to actually be able to see her. I really wish I could see her in person. Yeah, when I woke up though, my first thought was genuinely like, like I got those winter blues feelings, right? Like this, it's like this horrible feeling where you're like, winter is coming, and it just felt so, like I felt really sad. And I definitely do get affected by the weather a lot, but yeah, like it's that moment when you're not fully awake. And today the weather looks absolutely horrendous. Like my boyfriend messaged me this morning, was like, take an umbrella. And just looking outside now, it is pouring down with rain. So it's just one of those days where I'm like, I really don't want to be anywhere at the moment, but yeah, better get going and earn some money. So I'm about to walk and go to the station and get to hospital, which is where I work. Let's try and stay positive. I honestly just cannot deal with this weather. It's so shit. Good morning, everybody. I am in the little pharmacy cubbyhole officey thing. As usual, I'm in a non-identifiable background, so you can't see where I am. But basically, I've just come to the ward I am going to put my lunch away into the fridge. I've got my hand over here, so I'm just going to check who is new, which patients are new and which patients I haven't seen, and then prioritize them and then see them. So at the moment I am on my renal rotation, so yeah, I have a senior with me today, so hopefully she'll be able to like guide me, because you know, renal is intense and I feel like I still need that guidance. So I have a really good senior pharmacist who comes and just, you know, checks my charts and makes sure that I've done everything correctly, which at first I was like, oh my god, I hate that, but I've actually found really helpful, because if it's just me by myself, I don't exactly know if I'm doing everything correctly. So that is the plan. If I have the opportunity, I will try and film some of my interventions, like not actually making the intervention, but at the end of the day I'll go through a list of things that I have made and done on the ward, so you can see what life of a hospital pharmacist is like. So it is now lunchtime on Tuesday, and this morning I came onto the ward. I identified who was new. I went to the drug room and saw what the nurses had ordered for the patients and just checked if any drugs were urgent. And then I saw all of the new patients and then joined the ward round with the consultants and the doctors and the nurse in charge. And then after that we did board round, where we talk about you know, what patients we can send home, who we are planning on discharging. After that I had a sort of ward visit discussion from one of my senior pharmacists, and we went through every single patient on the ward together, and she just said, okay, you tell me what the issues are and what your like plan is for that patient, which again I found so hard, because you know, it's like nerve-wracking, and I also feel like sometimes, oh my gosh, am I even competent enough to be doing this job? But I find it so helpful. Like, ward visits are really painful because it's a senior actually looking at what you're doing, but at the end of it you come out having learned so much, so I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, now I'm about to have some pasta for lunch, and I'm waiting for discharge letters from the doctors. But today I actually want to speak to Alice, who is one of my friends who's currently living in Korea. She's been on the channel before, but we haven't caught up in such a long time, and it was her birthday like 2 days ago. So I'm just gonna have a little chat with her during lunch, and I'm gonna stay in the office. Like, normally I try and get out of this little office, but today I just want to stay here because I do want to chat to Alice, and it's like one of the only places that I get privacy. Like, obviously if I'm going to the canteen and like hanging out with friends and stuff, then it's really noisy. I am going to stay in here, have some lunch and catch up with Alice. Just talking to Alice. It's the end of my lunchtime. We've had such a nice conversation. I did tell them that I was going to speak to you, so that's why I'm showing it. Oh my god, this wall looks so horrible in the background. I hope that you have had a really nice week and a good birthday. We'll catch up.
Thanks, hon. Always so good talking to you.
So guys, it is 4:20 and I finally finished processing all the discharge letters, and I've seen all the patients today. So I thought I'd quickly just go through some of the interventions that I've made today. One of the first interventions that I've written down is that a patient's vancomycin level came back as 27, which was obviously high. So I asked them to reduce the dose from 750 milligrams to 500 for a dialysis patient. Another one was that the doctors had not continued the antibiotics on a patient's old chart onto the new one. And so I said, if this is continuing, we need to chart it. So I reboarded it for them and asked them to sign it. Another one was that a patient came in and all of his previous medications were just charted onto the chart, and I went through them with him, and a few of them were stopped before he came in, so I made sure that the doctors stopped those medications. I counselled a patient today on all of his new medications that he's getting for minimal change disease, and ciprofloxacin was left on a discharge letter when actually the course was discontinued in August, so I made sure that that was stopped. And finally, a patient that should have been getting 11,000 units of tinzaparin for treatment dose of a DVT was actually getting 6,000 units because they got confused with the tinzaparin that the patient gets on dialysis. So I asked them to change the dose and wrote that in the notes. So that is just a few of my interventions. I've made a few more itty-bitty ones, but those are the ones that I've written down to go through with you guys. I know it might seem like some of you might be like, what the hell are you talking about? But these are just some of the examples that I want people to be aware of, because a lot of people aren't aware of the role of a hospital pharmacist. I'm about to go downstairs now and we have a team meeting, so I'm going to join that. And then I'll be seeing Kate tonight, and we're going to get some Portuguese food and go for some chicken.
You look lovely.
Where are we?
We're in front. Was it Frango Casa?
Casa de Franco. And what are we eating? We've got some chips,
Peri chicken.
Yeah.
We've got pork iberico.
yeah. cranberry sauce and some chips. Enjoy! Crying so hard. So I think I accidentally pressed happy birthday on the booking, and then suddenly the waitress came and started saying happy birthday.
And I have to blow the candle.
And I was speaking in Korean, like, just pretend. So I've just finished dinner, and Ed,
Hey.
my boyfriend, he was also in the city, so we're just taking a really nice walk along Tower Bridge at the moment. And I think they're showing a film here, but what film is it?
I had no idea. I was just passing by earlier and I saw there was a movie.
Oh, the weather is actually really nice, isn't it?
So I was thinking we could probably pop over and just watch a movie and, I don't know, maybe grab a drink or something.
On a weeknight.
Just good night drink.
So we've randomly decided to stop up here and have a drink on a school night. Good morning, everybody. Today is a Wednesday morning. I'm actually early at work today. It's like 9:10 right now, and I'm already on the ward. We start at 20 past, so I'm 10 minutes early, which is why I'm able to film this. It's another day of work. This morning I've had a really nice time. I got breakfast with one of my colleagues. Sometimes we just like to have like a breakfast and come to work because fitting seeing each other during the week or lunch is just difficult. So yeah, we have like these regular breakfasts, and so I'm really glad that I started off my day like that. I've got no plans after work today so far, but yesterday was quite impromptu and I did go out for drinks, so I don't know what will be tonight, but I've got nothing planned so far. Literally, like, I'm still not awake. I'm talking to you like so slowly. I need to get this coffee settled in and get going on the ward, so wish me luck. Guys, the dedication to this vlog is so real. I'm literally crouched on the floor right now so that I'm in a non-identifiable place. But yeah, it's lunchtime, just about to have some lunch with Nita, one of my friends at work. I'm just gonna have some pasta and then get back to work after that. So I've just finished work and I've come to South Bank to go to a hacker today, which is just over there somewhere.
For your channel? I think I already saw.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know if I ended yesterday's vlog properly. I don't think I did at all, but it was a really nice night. We went to the same place that we went for drinks. This time Ed's friend was there as well, so that was really nice. Today is a Thursday. The working day has begun, but I've just been waiting for my computer to restart. Tonight I have a very exciting event. So basically I'm gonna go see Ricky Gervais. And I've always loved his comedy. And last year I was like looking online and his tickets were on sale. So I bought myself a ticket and I was like, you know what? I'm not scared anymore of doing things by myself. So I booked a ticket literally for myself. But then obviously the whole lockdown and corona happened, so it's been delayed a whole year and it's finally happening today. Yeah, and then literally last minute I just went on the website and there was one ticket left. So I immediately bought it and then I was like, Ed, we're not going to be sat together, but I got you a ticket. I know you like Ricky Gervais as much as I do, and that means that I don't have to go by myself. Although I would have been fine going by myself, I was like, you know what, if there's a ticket, literally the last ticket on sale, I may as well just buy it. So, what is that noise? So anyway, that is tonight's plan, and I better get to work. The computer has loaded now, so let's get started. So guys, it is now lunchtime and I'm about to head downstairs and get some lunch from the canteen. I didn't actually manage to make any lunch yesterday night because, as you know, I was out having a drink. So just about to get some lunch. This morning I spent the whole morning joining the ward round. When I first started like the renal rotation, I really did not want to be on ward round just because I had this fear of like, what if I get asked questions and I don't know how to answer it? And so it was really hard for me to overcome that fear. But I think like the senior pharmacists are good in that way because they've just really pushed me to actually join. You know what, I've learned so much by actually being on the ward round rather than just focusing on the drug histories and seeing the patients as like charts. I think one of my like really bad habits is like seeing a patient as just the chart and like thinking and fixating about just the medication. The ward round actually makes you realise that there's so much more going on, much more than just the medication. I'm definitely going to keep trying to join ward round as much as possible. Obviously sometimes when you have like 10 new patients on the ward, it's really hard to do that, but yeah, I'm doing my best. Just gonna get some lunch now. It's lunchtime. I've just been to Gale's because like I said, I didn't actually bring lunch at all. This is some random like kimchi beef brisket thing, which I've never ever tried, but we'll see how that's like. And then I just got like a nice latte. So I got an email from someone. This is what I want you guys to tell me your opinion on this email.
Okay.
Hey, I watch your videos on YouTube and I'm starting pharmacy in September, but can't help but feel like you strongly hate pharmacy. Not to be rude at all, I think you're amazing, but do you regret pharmacy? I haven't even started and I do. What do you guys think?
That's way too early to tell, I think, if you haven't even started it.
Yeah, and actually, as much as I come across as like hating pharmacy, I feel like the actual job is good and I enjoy the job. Would you agree?
It depends on where you're at and what opportunities you're given.
Yeah.
I think as a pharmacist you can do so many good things, so many good inventions, but it's about having that opportunity to do it. And
yeah.
That depends on where you're working, what rotations you're in.
I definitely think that we're not paid for what we do, and that's my issue that I have with the actual job. But then again, I think that's with all of the NHS. I don't actually think that's specifically just pharmacists. So
it's the hard work we put in,
yeah.
The on-call and the weekend shift.
Exactly, and then the fact that you don't have your weekends because you have to work the weekends and then you're on call. But again, I don't know if we're just being like princessy. It is a good job, right? In terms of the day-to-day job, like you do enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't expect the actual kimchi to be in there, but there's full-on slices of kimchi in there, which is nice. Finish work, come to a restaurant. We've chosen a Korean restaurant. We've got some japchae here and some bibimbap. And I chose this restaurant because it's literally the closest restaurant to the theatre. I'm gonna eat and then watch my future Literally obsessed with getting ice cream at the theatre. Like, there's one thing that I'll get in the theatre is ice cream. So what did you think?
Yeah, it was funny. I liked it. It was really good.
More than funny, I thought it was weird like that someone that you've seen on TV for so long was just stood there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was thinking? You know when he's the presenter for whatever that awards show?
Oh yeah, Golden Globes.
Golden Globes, yeah. I was thinking, oh my god, he's been in the room.
Yeah, ripping the entire
literally like talking to
Hollywood.
celebrities.
Yeah.
And then he's here in front of us. Anyways, it is a Thursday evening and that's all I have to say. See you tomorrow.
Fun Thursday.
Yeah, fun week.